How y'all doing? Whew. Y'all was trying to go real hard last night. Those of you who went to dinner, and I see a lot of people haven't made it in yet, but tonight though, on that party bus, I will have a lot of fun. I am super excited about today. Are y'all super excited too? Yeah, it's gonna be good. We got some good stuff today. And I kind of had a moment this morning as I was getting ready, and we had a private master class this morning. What'd y'all think of that? Was that good? Amazing, awesome. I had a moment because I was thinking about everyone who I've met here and how you all have shared with me how you found me, or any type of inspiration that I've been, and how you appreciated being here. And I'll be honest with y'all, like I really took that seriously, and I take it to heart because I look back and wonder how things got to this place, because I remember how things were at one time. I remember when I first got into the business, y'all, I didn't know anything about real estate. Not one thing. I didn't have anybody in my family who was in real estate. I didn't come from a real estate background. I didn't know nothing. I just heard real estate was something you can make a bunch of money with. So I was like, well, hey, I ain't doing anything else. And when I first got licensed, I was doing any and everything I could to get some business. I'm talking any and everything. Somebody told me to cold call, I was cold calling. Somebody told me to door knock, I was door knocking. Go to this event, I was going. And through cold calling, I finally got my first listing, right? I got my first listing. I felt like things were finally moving and I was about to make some money. So I had this listing, and I was doing any and everything to get this home sold because it wasn't selling. My first listing, it was in Oak Cliff, and this was before there was this big boom in Oak Cliff and everybody wanted to buy there and get a property there. I had a listing and it wasn't selling. It got to the point where I was hosting an open house in that listing every single Saturday and Sunday for months. Just in there, hosting that open house, 2 hours a day, every single Saturday and Sunday. Well, one morning, as I was getting ready to do my normal weekend routine of open houses, and I grabbed my keys, I was about to walk out of the door, and my electricity turned off in the house. Not even house, my one-bedroom apartment. My electricity turned off. And I knew why it turned off, because I hadn't paid the bill, and I didn't have any money to pay the bill, but whatever. I said, I'm gonna go do this open house. No need to worry about this right now. So I got in my car, had about a fourth of a tank of gas in there, had to drive across town again to do this open house. So I get there, did my normal routine, put the sign out, unlocked the door. This was a vacant home, so it didn't have any furniture in it. It was an old home. And keep in mind, I had been doing an open house at this house every single weekend for like 3 months now. So anyone who wanted to see the home had already seen it, right? So I was in this open house. That first hour went by, nobody came in. That second hour went by, nobody came in. And I knew for this final hour, probably nobody was gonna come in. And I remember I was standing there and I was just like, I'll just wait here. And then something kind of came over me. And I remember it like it was yesterday. I walked toward the front door and I locked the front door, even though it wasn't time to close. And I remember just falling to my knees, bawling my eyes out. And I'm not a crier. I don't cry. I'm not really an emotional person, but I was bawling my eyes out, wondering how my life got this bad. my lights were off at home, and I didn't know how I was going to get them on. I barely had any gas in my car, food, snacks, really, at my house, and I felt like a complete failure. I told all these people that I was getting into real estate. I was all on social media, putting up there what everybody said I need to put up there, the houses, the headshot, everything's looking happy, and here I am, failing. And I didn't know what I was going to do. I felt like I didn't only fail myself, my pride was still kind of in the way. I said, I can't tell all these people that this big successful real estate business that I was starting and building wasn't anything like that. And I had a decision to make at that point. I said, I can stop all this and go get a job, make my life better, because, what else did I have? I didn't have nothing else. Or I can figure something out. I can still continue to push at this. I can still try to do this. So obviously, standing here right now, I decided to still keep moving forward, right? And things really came full circle for me a couple months ago, well, not even last year, where I purchased an investment property, right? I purchased an investment property. This property was directly across the street from that moment that changed my whole life. Insane. Now, over the course of these years, I've been able to build this business. I've made connections with people all across the world. I've spoken on stages all across the country, and I've helped other agents not give up. And I want to tell you real quickly 3 things that changed in me and my way of doing things that allowed me to not only build a real estate business, but to build many businesses, to create that lifestyle that I'm not even going to say that I desire, because I didn't even have exposure to things like this, but I'm happy. I'm happy that it's here. One of those things is I had to get real, and my way of getting real was I had to get vulnerable. I had to get real vulnerable. What did that look like? It didn't look like me making everything look perfect when it really wasn't. Right? One of the biggest things that I had to do, especially in that moment, is I had to ask for help. Right? And that's so hard for a lot of people to do. It's so hard for a lot of people to do, but if I wouldn't have did that, if I wouldn't have asked for help, even for a meal, like, do y'all know, I'm a man, I was grown, I said I'm going to ask someone to Western Union me some money for a meal for the week, even though I knew that I was going to turn my lights on with that and still eat my snacks, But I had to get real and I had to get vulnerable. Now, this is one of those things that I've kept throughout my whole career. I'm really good at asking questions. And I don't want you to think of this in just a sales sense of me asking a seller or buyer questions. No, if there's anything that I want to know, I'm going to ask. Right? I'm that person that if I'm seeing something being done, I want to know how to do it because I want to do it myself. And if you don't want to give me the whole answer, I'm going to get what you will give me. Then I'm going to go over to this person and ask them the next steps. So that's number 2. I got real resourceful. Okay, understand there is a difference in having resources and being resourceful. All of you have most of the same resources that I have. You have most of the same resources that the person sitting next to you have. If you're a licensed real estate agent, guess what? We have the same license. Okay? But it comes down to, how resourceful are you? Right? What do you want to do? What do you want to do with your business? What do you want to do with your life? It's all possible. We've heard people say you can do anything that you want to do, right? And I would hear that growing up, mostly from rappers and celebrities, but then it's just like, yeah, right. Until I started to see that the real difference is how resourceful I am. You know? What do I want to know? What do I want to make happen? And how can I do it? Who do I know that can help me in this area? Where did they go? Who did they talk to? You know, who is your coach? Who are you listening to? I want to listen to them too. How can I connect these two dots? I'm being resourceful. Another thing is I had to take control of my time and eliminate distractions. Right? Now this comes down to being in that ultimate grind mode, that ultimate hustle, that like I had to eliminate all distractions. Now, I'm not going to say I just got real boring and I would never hang out and I would never, talk to people or party or whatever, but I knew that there was a time and place for that. Okay? When I'm in a room like this, when I go to an event, especially spending money to go there, I'm there for what I came for, right? I'm not there just to hang out. I'm not there just to party. I'm there to make some massive moves. And I had to stop a lot of the stuff that I was doing. I realized that there was a lot of things going on that wasn't contributing to what I was trying to build. I had to let go of some people, right? And that's hard, especially as you start moving up the ladder and start building your business. People start acting funny, y'all. Like, people start acting funny. And guess what? They're always going to blame it on you. You've changed. You don't come around no more. Oh, you think you uppity. Oh, you sadiddy. Call me what you want. Call me what you want. Because what's very unfortunate is over this span of time that you want to say, oh, Chasen, you were an overnight success, or oh, Chasen, you got lucky, or oh, Chasen, things just fall in place for you. Bro, we talking 10 years here. We talking me always telling y'all, no, I'm not coming out with y'all. Right? We talking about that boring person. Right? This is what I was doing. Okay? This is my passion, right? I love what I do, and you all know that I put out a tremendous amount of content, right? I've never been concerned with a follower number. I've never been concerned with a check, how much any of these social media platforms are paying me, and people tell me all the time, oh, you share so much, oh, you say so much, you put all that out there. I'm not losing anything. What I'm trying to do is put people on. I'm trying to put people on in a different way. And we had this discussion yesterday at dinner because we have access to so much. So much. Okay? But you have to go looking for it. That's the last thing that I did that made the biggest change in my business, that led to me being very resourceful, that stripped away my pride. I started looking for things. You ever heard that saying, seek and you shall find? Well, I was seeking and I was finding. I was not waiting. I still don't wait today. You can ask some of my business partners here. Tierney, you're about to hear from her next. Tierney, when I have an idea or when we talk about something, I'd be quick to, let's do it now. I'm ready to do it today. Like, we're going to figure it out. Because there's no need to wait. I'm not waiting on permission. I'm not waiting on a handout. I'm not waiting for someone to give me access. I'm not waiting for someone to invite me to speak at their event. Why? Because I'm going to make my own event. No, I don't know how to do it. But I'm going to find out. How y'all did that? Who do I need to talk to? And that's how you have to be as a business owner. Okay? Yeah, real estate is a very popular industry. There's a lot of real estate agents, there's a lot of resources out there. But at the end of the day, you are a business owner. Okay? This is your business. It will be what you make it. You could sell a few homes a year and be happy. If that's your thing, then do it. Okay? But if you want to build a big real estate business, if you want to start traveling and speaking and coaching and helping other people do it, launch products, channels, car business, whatever you want, you can do it. This is your business. Do not wait on permission. Don't wait on anybody's approval. Get what you need, be resourceful, and you can make it happen. Okay? I want to welcome one of my business partners to the stage. She is, you are next, right? Okay, yeah. We started working very closely together over the last couple of years, and she is a wealth of knowledge. Can we get the people to give me another mic? She is a wealth of knowledge. Did it come back on? Okay, perfect. She is a wealth of knowledge, has built a huge real estate business, has an amazing family, and you know, she's so successful and just so caring and just like an all-around great person. I'm excited for you all to meet her. Let's welcome Tierney Jordan.